Hi friend, I am Lee Keckner. Welcome to day number 28 of Relationships It's Your Fault. Oh wait. If you would please join me for 3 grounding breaths, and then we'll get into the meat of this tool that I'm going to share with you today. Close your eyes, uncross your legs, put your hands down on your lap. You can put them up to receive or down to be more grounded. We'll breathe in through our nose, and out through our mouth, in through our nose, and out through our mouth, in through our nose, and out through our mouth. I love grounding breaths. It's the easiest way to calm down and to get into your body and to slow your racing mind. Easy and free. You guys, the tool we're talking about today is to see the little boy or little girl. Now, how often do your partners get pissed off and they come in and they're pissed off either at you or something else, and instantly your blood pressure raises, instantly your heart starts to pound, and you can feel that anger seeping up and wanting to come out and match your partner's energy, or the person you're dating, or even a coworker, or I'm using right now for romantic partners because that's my most triggering relationship with my husband. So he comes in and he's pissed off, and all of a sudden I start to feel pissed off too, and I'm gonna match him. The other day, Dave went out to teach my daughter how to ride her bike, which was so sweet. I was like, oh, how sweet. And he went out in the street and they did their thing. 10 minutes later, he barrels through the door, and he's 6'3". And when he's pissed, he's big and he comes in just pissed. And he comes up to the bedroom door, and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, seriously? You go outside with a little kid to do a bike riding lesson, and within 10 minutes you're this pissed off? What's the deal? Like, these thoughts are rising up in my head. And then instantly I took a breath, and I remembered about this tool I heard about, seeing the little boy or little girl. Like, I have to look down at you guys a little bit too, because I'm just up here. So it's literally that inside each one of our bodies is our younger self who didn't have their needs met. Things happen to us when we're little kids, and we're a victim of it because we're not old enough or capable to get out of the situation. And all of the unresolved issues that we went through as a kid are still alive and kicking in our body if we have not worked through them and released them. So I like to say a lot of people say inside of our body is our younger self who didn't have their needs met, didn't feel seen, didn't feel heard. And so often as adults we get triggered and our younger self starts kicking and screaming, and in our adult bodies we have these temper tantrums or these freakouts that don't really equal with what's happening. So that day when Dave came up to the door and he was all pissed off, I just took a breath. And I remembered, see his younger self, because in there is that triggered little boy who didn't get the love that he felt he needed, or didn't get the love in the way he needed when he was young. So I can physically just take a breath, and then I just move my eyes down to like maybe his midsection, or above his belly button, or around his heart. And I just imagine what he looked like, or pictured what he looked like when he was a little boy. And I see that little boy who felt not seen or heard, who didn't feel appreciated. And that little boy is triggered right now in my husband's adult body. So when I see that, and I think, and you think about this, what do you do if someone's hurting who's a little kid? If they're like crying or sad or hurting or upset, you say, hey, I can see you're upset, what's going on? Well, come here, and you hug them and you console them and you kiss them and you try and make them feel better. So when your partner comes at you pissed, move down a little bit. Imagine what he was like when he was younger, and how much he needed his mother to hold him, or he needed attention, or to feel like he was okay. And then react to that person, to the younger self. Because our adult selves want to get triggered and we want to get pissed and go, what do you say? Why are you talking to me like that? You're pissed off. And then you just match it and there's a big explosion fight. So one tiny, simple tool. Take a breath. See that lover's face when he was younger. You've all seen younger pictures of the person that you love. Move down to their heart area. And then you can say, gosh, I think you're really upset. I can see you're really upset. Come here. Come here and let me hold you. And I remember when he came in all pissed off, and I did that, took a breath and I softened. Not only did my body soften when I saw his little boy who needed love, who still needs love, I softened. I went up to him, I put my arms around him, and he was still tense and pissed off, and I didn't say a word, I just held him. And his body softened. So just know that you have a tool that you can go and love your partner when they're riled up because they're hurting, because under anger is hurt, under hurt is love. Let's help guide ourselves and our partners back to love with the simple gift of seeing their younger self when they're pissed off and not reacting to how it's showing up in their adult body. I love it so much. It's so sweet. And if you don't know what your lover looked like when they were younger, go find a picture and look at it so you have that mental picture you can go back to. Yeah, we all have old hurts inside of us from our childhood. That's what we're reacting from, our unresolved issues. So next time your partner, coworker becomes angry or is spouting off about a situation they don't like at work that made them angry, pause. Picture their younger self. Feel the softening in your body and then say, I hear you. Come here and let me hold you. We come into romantic relationships, all relationships for that matter, with our inner child still suffering from the old stories it's carrying. It's still alive and kicking. And when you don't realize that that's happening inside of you, we react from it instead of starting to have compassion for ourselves and starting to comfort our younger selves and see the younger self in other people. Quick, easy tool, and I swear it softens your heart. It will stop a lot of fighting, a lot of escalating, and get back to love. And that's why in the heck we got in these relationships in the first place, is to get back to love. Here's the quote I wrote today. I choose to see your younger self when you are angry because it's easier for me to soften. Come here and let me hold both of you. I probably wouldn't say that out loud because my husband would be like, what do you mean my younger self? You're gonna hold both of us. So just think it. I choose to see your younger self when you are angry. Come here and let me hold both of you. Dear God, we are grateful for our partners. We're grateful for all the people who show up in our lives, who trigger us, because although it sucks in the moment, it shows us where we need to be gentle with ourselves. Let us use this tool to see each other's younger selves so we can get back to love. Amen. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Instagram Live. It was my first time to do it today, so thank you for being on. And you guys on Facebook Live, I will see you tomorrow on day number 29. Thank you for joining me.